I stopped looking for acceptance when I actually found myself and understood myself. And I realized that my life is not for someone else to accept. See, we look at these things like acceptance and tolerance, and we don't realize how degrading it is. You're already putting yourself in a pedestal above another human being, and we are supposed to be equal. So therefore, I don't need you to accept me. I may want you to understand me, but as far as you accepting me, that just means that I believe that you are greater than I am, or I believe that you have some kind of privilege or authority over my life, and no way.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I've been away for like 2 weeks. I have not been posting. I came back with a whole new cut. Guys, I'm in love with my cut. It's so pretty. Y'all like it? I always come back with something new. But anyway, so today I'll be doing a video on how to have complete control over your emotions no matter what anyone says about you or to you. You know, it's extremely hard to not to react to people's comments about you or not feel away when a person talks about you or says something disrespectful to you. It's hard for us not to react. I understand that. We're humans and we're full of emotions, tons of emotions. It's normal for us to have a certain type of facial expression where you're just like, who is that person talking to? Like, you're not talking to me. It's normal for us to have that reaction. It's normal for us to feel away when a person we think that cares about us or a person that we're close to has a negative comment to say about us, or just a typical hater, just a person that we dislike, strongly dislike, talk about us. In all honesty, I must say, it's not worth us reacting to those negative comments that people say about us. Those are how others view us. I repeat, those are how others view us. How people view us is not our problem. We're not responsible for how people view us, because it can be a person that does not know us, doesn't know us from a hole in the wall, but people spoke about us. You know, like, they didn't get their own perspective of who we are, but their friend, like, for example, let me use me. Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, that's her shapeshift. She this, she that, she fast. And didn't get their own perspective of me. That's other people's issues and problems. People talk about us because they know others are gonna want to listen. Like, that's the honest truth. Others are gonna listen when it's us that they're talking about. But when a person talks about themselves, no one wants to hear it. No one wants to listen to that. So they gossip all day due to the fact that they know if it's about them, no one's gonna listen to them. You know, like, people gonna brush it off like, okay, like, wow, whoop-de-doo. But when it's the next person they're talking about, they're like, really? Word, girl, that happened? People like to gossip. That's people's favorite thing to do. Gossiping is like a hobby to people, in all honesty. Now, let's get into how to control our emotions. It's extremely hard. I'm still learning. I'm only 21 and I'm still learning. I'm not perfect at this. I'm nosy. Tips and advice on how we can control our emotions, right? Not let anyone get to you. I'm not saying you should be cold-hearted. I'm not saying you should be nonchalant. You should always have emotions. You should always be able to express yourself. Say how you feel. I'm not saying that's what you shouldn't do. I'm just saying learn how to control your emotions. Not to let others see when you're mad or upset or angry, because people feed off of those things. People feed to see you unhappy. Like, that's the honest truth. People feed for that because it makes them happy. I'm gonna use like different scenarios. They're like, oh, this person about to have a bad day. Let me get them tight, or let me get them upset. Like, people like like that. It's called entertainment. Like, you don't see, like, for example, on Shade Room, when people going back and forth, or like when a couple is going through it and they're posting all their business on social media. First things first, never post your business on social media. You will regret it, because everyone's in your business. Everybody knows what's wrong with you and your relationship. Everyone sees that, and everyone is literally laughing at you. I repeat, literally laughing at you. Like, they find it comedy. It's a joke to them, because people love to see others' downfall. And you cannot let that happen. You cannot let someone take advantage of your emotions, because once they have control over your emotions, they have control over you. And that's one thing you do not want, a person that has control over you. I get annoyed very easily. But I'm learning to, like, brush things off. Not brush it off, because when you brush things off, people gonna walk all over you. So let me not say that as advice to you. Don't brush it off. Okay. When a person upsets you, relationship, friendship, any of that sort, you have to learn how to tell them once. You tell them one good time what irritated you, what annoyed you, what you felt like they shouldn't have done. It's up to them to show you if they care about you, because once you tell them that one good time, what you didn't like them doing, one good time, they're gonna show you through their actions if they care about you. So you told them once, and if it happens again, if it happens repeatedly, like constantly, then they don't care about you. That's the honest truth. Some may disagree with me, some may not. But that's how you know when a person cares about you. Like, for example, me and him are no longer on speaking terms. One time I told my ex-best friend, like, I don't like the way you talk to me. You talk to me very aggressive, and it bothers me. I told him that, right? And I saw through his actions that he got very offended and he got heated. And I thought that it was going to be a change. I thought that, he would change his attitude, or he would change his body language when he talks to me, or like tone down the aggressiveness. But he didn't tone it down, and he didn't change much. It was still the same. So we end up going our separate ways.
It's just like love, self-search, and let people do them. Because people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
I told him what I didn't like. One time only. And he chose to go his separate way, and I chose to go my separate way, because it was still happening repeatedly, constantly. And if that happens to you, a person doesn't, like I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm not saying I am. But it's like a person telling me that they don't like me doing something and continue to do it. That obviously means I don't care about them, because it's like, okay, you said not to do this. I'm going to do it anyways. If I do it anyways, I don't care about you. Or just telling me, like, why you telling me that? I mean, like, if I care about you, I want to do something over and over and over again, because I know that's going to irritate you. I know that's going to get under your skin. People like to see a reaction, like I said. People like to see you angry. People like to see you upset. It's entertainment for them. People literally feed off of that. So don't let them feed off of that. Don't entertain them. Don't give them entertainment. You act like they don't exist. Like, let's use relationships as an example. You got a boyfriend, and you telling him you don't like this, that, and the third on social media, and he does it over and over and over again. He does not care about you, girl. Dead all that. He don't care about you, because he continued to do it over and over again after you told him. How you do with relationships and friendships. If you tell a person over and over again that you don't like them doing something, this is why I say it one time and one time only. Their actions are going to show you if they care or not. Because the first time, this is one more thing that, okay, this is another thing that is a correlation between when you tell them that one time. Learn how to communicate. This is people's issues. People don't know how to communicate. Relationships would last, friendships would last if people learn how to communicate. Communication and comprehension is the best things you could do in a friendship and a relationship. That's what you need to learn how to master. Communication skills. Because the way you come off, your body language, your tone of voice, how you say it, is the most important thing ever. Because if that's your friend, you are gonna learn how to say it, you know, in a correct way. You are gonna learn that I don't need to come off aggressive to my friend to tell my friend that I dislike this, that, and third. Because some people come off aggressive because they feel as if, all right, I know this person, and you know your friend better than anybody, and you know your boyfriend or girlfriend better than anybody. I know this person. I know they ain't gonna listen the first time, so I'm gonna come off aggressive so they don't play with me. Even if you come off aggressive, people are still not gonna listen to you. Like, people think like you gotta be mean in order for people to listen to you. That's not true. That's a false statement. You don't have to be mean. You can be extremely nice and a person's still gonna listen to you. It's how you deliver your words, and it's how you communicate with the individual. So when you tell that person one time what you dislike, one time only, and they're still doing over and over again, they don't care about you, like I said before. So work on communication skills. For example, like when you're in a relationship and you have them as a friend, and you see like your boyfriend or girlfriend on social media being disloyal to you, flirting with other people on social media, it's like, what do you say to them? How do you approach them? You tell them nicely. You say, I don't like how you're presenting yourself on social media knowing you're in a relationship. I'm gonna need you to change that in order for us to work. You're not giving them an ultimatum. You're not saying you're gonna leave. You're just saying, change it, work on it, so I won't have to leave. You're saying that in your head. You don't gotta tell them, oh, I'm gonna leave. Because you give a person an ultimatum, you're challenging them. And that's what they like. People like a challenge. So do not say that. Just say, I don't like the way you're presenting yourself on social media. I'm gonna need you to work on that so we can continue to be together. That's it. If you see they're still doing the same thing over and over again, they do not respect you, and the relationship is done for. I repeat, the relationship is done for. There's nothing else to talk about. We can no longer be together because you're not respecting me.
I don't want to be with nobody who makes me upset. Like, I don't want him to ever, you know, have to make up to me and like,
Yeah, that's good.
You gotta do this so we can make up. Like, no, I'm not with that. Make me happy 24/7, period. I'm the priority. I'm the cat.
That is so
I'm not
true.
here to chase you.
Like, in all my relationships, I was always the one to break up with you, or was always the person to leave, because I don't tolerate disrespect. Everyone is different. Some people tolerate it, some people don't. But if you know your worth, you know that disrespect is the last thing that you will tolerate. Because if a person disrespects you one time, they're going to disrespect you more than once. They're going to skate on you. Seriously, skate on you. Because they know they can get away with it, and they know you're not going to say anything. So don't tolerate disrespect in a relationship or a friendship. Those are the worst things ever. Sometimes I'm the type of person where if I see a person doing something like repeatedly and I didn't speak on it, it's like, you know that I see you doing it. Sometimes I don't say anything because it's like, I just up and leave. That's the type of person I am. I literally see everything. I see what people do all the time. And I just be finding it funny. I'm like, okay, because you think you could play with me, but you can't play with me. I know my worth. I hold myself to a high pedestal. I hold a crown over my head. Like, you can't play with me. And then I just leave. And then they need an explanation of why you left. Why Did you give me an explanation why you disrespected me? Okay, then. I didn't think so. Like, you have to hold yourself to a high pedestal or no one else will. You have to know your worth or no one else will know what you're worthy of.
Your peace is the most important thing. And knowing you're beautiful and knowing you're great is extremely important. You shouldn't need anyone to tell you that. You should just know it and feel it every single day.
Okay, let's get into another topic. Social media. Social media. Having your partner on social media is probably the worst thing you could ever do. Some people may think it's smart, but as I continue to get older, it's really not. Because every little thing your partner does, you're gonna see it. Sometimes you're meant to see it, sometimes you're not meant to see it, but you're gonna see it. And it's gonna get under your skin, it's gonna make your skin crawl, and you're just gonna feel as if, oh my God, how could you do me like this? Because some women, we're very emotional, and like, as soon as we see our boyfriend like a female's picture or a guy we're talking to, we're turned off. We do not want to no longer be bothered. Like, you can have her and you can be over there with them girls. I don't want to be bothered with you no more. Like, that's how we are. And it's just like sometimes it can mess up the relationship because we start to assume. We start to have assumptions. And assumptions is another thing. The worst thing you can have is assumptions. Assumptions are no bueno. Don't have those, because it could end relationships, it can end friendships. Instead of just addressing the issue, like, I sound like a hypocrite. Sometimes I don't address issues, but I'm learning to address issues now, and I'm learning how to communicate. So that's why I'm going to give this advice to you, so you can take these tips to go with you in order for your relationship to work and your friendship to work. So no assumptions. Assumptions are negative. Just don't have those. Alright, I know when a person is being disloyal to you, the first thing you do, because this generation, is run to social media. Like, I understand, I've been there 100 times, I still do it to this day. Don't do it. Learn how to control your emotions and keep your business off social media. Like I said, people find it as entertainment, people find it amusing, and people find more reasons to have something to say about you, because now everybody's in your business and now you involved everyone, and it's really not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So try to work on keeping your business off social media. That's something you should really do. When your partner or your friend upsets you, the conversation with them, like I said, learn how to communicate. And if they didn't comprehend what you're saying, then yeah, now I feel go your separate way. Because respect is the most important thing in a friendship or relationship. Respect and loyalty. Getting you a journal. Okay. I got like 3 journals, honestly. But getting you a journal and learning how to jot down your feelings, your thoughts inside of a journal. A journal is the best thing, because journals really help. Like, you express yourself better in journals than you would express yourselves to people. Learn who you are as a person, because you know yourself better than anyone else. And when you get a journal, in your journal, I'm not telling you what to write, but here's some tips you can do though. In your journal, observe yourself, enlighten yourself of who you are as a woman or a man, and see what you have to work on. Because that's the most important thing too, because when people talk about you, you may get angry or upset because that's your first reaction, but you won't get angry or upset if you know who you are as a person. If you know what characteristics you possess as an individual, if you know that, like, you're a beautiful person inside and out, you won't get angry, you won't let nothing get to you. Because sometimes, this is another thing too, when people talk about you, talk negative about you, it's usually like self-hate. It's self-hate. Like, that person isn't happy in their lives, so they want to find something to talk about. They want to talk about somebody else. They want to point the finger at somebody else, but in reality, they need self-healing. They need self-healing because they're angry with the world. It's self-hate, self-projection. They self, like Summer Walker said in her other account, she said, "You don't hate me, you hate yourself. It's a projection." And I will like insert a picture right here. Guys, do better. It's not worth it talking about somebody else just because you know that they'll get more recognition than you. It's pointless. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really hope you take these tips with you. And Princess H is out. Thank you for watching. Bye.